Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida says he will attempt to oust Speaker Kevin McCarthy from the speakership this week. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today it is time that we talk about the chaos that's unfolding on Capitol Hill. Because everyone, it appears that Congressman Matt Gaetz will attempt to oust Kevin McCarthy from the speakership sometime this week. Yep, what we all expected to happen is, well, happening. We all thought this was going to happen for months, really. But in the last 2 weeks, it hit a boiling point. It hit a point of Kevin McCarthy's useless. He's backstabbing the conference. And again, the more conservative part of the conference, they're not perfect. They could have handled this better. With that being said, Kevin McCarthy has been given 50 chances. And he backstabbed the conference and really the base this entire year. So before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. And again, I'm not saying Matt Gaetz is handling the situation perfectly. I think that they could have negotiated better. With that being said, however, Kevin McCarthy's job is to appease the conservative part of the caucus, or everybody, and work with Democrats at the same time. What he did is a joke. So let's get into it. Congressman Matt Gaetz is planning to attempt to oust Speaker Kevin McCarthy from the role this week after the House leader worked with Democrats to avoid a government shutdown on Saturday. Speaking with CNN's Jack Tapper on State of the Union, the Florida Republican said he intends to file a motion to vacate this week, which would force a vote on whether McCarthy will keep his job. You know, 2 months ago I would have said, that's pushing it. But after what McCarthy did, especially the last 24 hours, no. No. You get no more chances. It's one thing for the Democrats to bail you out a second time this year. But for you to make a backroom deal with them with Ukraine, for Ukraine aid? No. That is enough. You're done. Or you should be done. There's no reason for you to backstab the conservative part of the caucus this many times. They're not even saying that they wanted everything, and like if they didn't get everything, we would riot. No, we just wanted something, and just vote on each part of the bill separately, like you agreed to back in January. You made an agreement where, hey, we're not going to jam 5,000 things in one bill. We're going to vote on most of these things separately. Like the Ukraine aid. Just make it a separate bill. It may pass, but hey, at least you upheld your part of the agreement that you're going to bring each part of this bill separately to the floor. Speaker McCarthy made an agreement with House conservatives in January, and since then he's been in a brazen, repeated material breach of that agreement, Gaetz said Sunday. This agreement that he made with Democrats to really blow past a lot of the spending guardrails we set up is a last straw. And for those saying the original CR deal was going to pass, no, it wasn't. It was never going to pass. The CR agreement with the 8% spending cuts and I believe E-Verify, it sounds good on paper, which it was. It was overall pretty solid. Let's be real here. That was for show. It was never going to pass the Senate. Never. Stop this crap like Mark Levin and Derek Van Orden. It was never going to pass. Give me a break. You knew it was never going to happen. You're just mad Matt Gaetz called you out for your bullshit. That's what really this is about. It was never going to pass. Not a single Democrat voted for the original one. Why the hell would it magically pass the Senate? He added, I do intend to file a motion to vacate against Speaker McCarthy this week. I think we need to rip off the Band-Aid. I think we need to move on with new leadership that will be trustworthy. I agree. Go with somebody like Kevin Hearn from Oklahoma. Jim Jordan I'll take from Ohio. Byron Donalds. Somebody. Not frickin' Kevin McCarthy. I mean, he has backstabbed everybody this entire time. That promise from Gaetz is an escalation of the months-long standoff between McCarthy and the right flank of his conference, which forced him to go through 15 rounds of votes in January to finally win the Speaker's gavel. As part of winning the top job in the House, McCarthy made a deal that would allow just one member to advance a motion to vacate. That deal has kept the California Republican walking a tightrope with his conference throughout the year, as he tried to appease the right wing of his caucus while also attempting to do basic work of governing. Of course, CNN had to spin it, but McCarthy, before I would say May, was doing a great job. Again, we didn't get everything we wanted, but it's like, you're following through with your agreement. You force votes on separate issues. It doesn't mean it's going to pass, but hey, you were doing a good job before what happened this spring with the debt limit. After that, it's gone downhill. It really has. McCarthy's response to Gaetz later on Sunday was straightforward, telling the Floridian to quote-unquote bring it on. That's nothing new, McCarthy said on CBS Face the Nation. Yes, I'll survive, you know. This is personal with Matt. Matt voted against the most conservative ability to protect our border, secure our border. He's more interested in securing TV interviews than doing something. McCarthy, just stop. You know damn well that wasn't passing. Everybody's point was separate votes. You didn't have to ram it through one bill. You knew it was never going to happen. You knew it was never going to pass the Senate, the original CR. So why the hell did you push it forward? He added, so be it. Bring it on. Let's get over with it and let's start governing. McCarthy's moment of reckoning may have finally come after President Biden on Saturday signed the bill to keep the government open until mid-November, just minutes before funding was set to expire at midnight. McCarthy made a sharp about-face earlier in the day and worked with Democrats to overwhelmingly pass a continuing resolution that would also avoid a shutdown. The Senate also passed the bill on a bipartisan basis later on Saturday. Democrats won this. When they say bipartisan, they're saying the Democrats got everything they wanted. And Republicans agreed to it. That means it's bipartisan. Yet, every single Democrat in the Senate and everyone except one in the House voted for this bill. Like, almost half the Republicans in the House voted against it. 9 senators in the Senate voted against it. It was bipartisan in the sense Democrats got everything they want, Republicans got shafted. The move by McCarthy could well cost him his job, as Gaetz has been promising almost daily. CNN reported on Friday that Gaetz has been approaching Democrats about potential successors to McCarthy if he were to file a motion to vacate, which would force the House to vote on whether to oust the Speaker. McCarthy's been defiant and on Saturday challenged his detractors to try and push him out of the job. If someone wants to make a motion against me, bring it. McCarthy, you're just asking for trouble. I mean, is he this arrogant? He was doing good before May. Everybody could agree he was doing a good job. Even Matt Gaetz wasn't mad at him. But after the debt limit stuff, it's like a sense of arrogance. It's like, I control the House. I'm the one in charge here. The Florida Republican accused McCarthy of lying in negotiations over the continuing resolution, which is true. Look, the one thing everybody has in common is that nobody trusts Kevin McCarthy. He lied to Biden. He lied to House Republicans or conservatives. He had appropriators marking to a different number altogether. And the reason we were backed up against the shutdown politics is not a bug of the system. It's a feature, he said. From everything I've heard, that's true. Apparently, he was lying to everybody. He was passing bills that he knew was never going to pass. He was talking to 50 different people, giving 50 different answers. This whole situation shows McCarthy should not be the speaker. A senior Democratic source told CNN that most members of their caucus are skeptical about saving McCarthy, given that he has shown little interest in working with Democrats and launched an impeachment inquiry into Biden. McCarthy, multiple sources said, has yet to reach out to Democratic leaders in a serious negotiation on the issue. But there could be some rank-and-file Democratic moderates who try to find a way to help McCarthy stay in power if they get something in exchange. I mean, you just start looking at this. McCarthy's whole gamble is he needs the Democrats to back him. And it sounds like the Progressive Caucus, which is a big chunk of the Democrats, it sounds like they have no interest in saving McCarthy. So, where do we go from here? Well, I don't think McCarthy's going to survive much longer. I really don't. Because if, let's say majority of the Republicans oust him, right, vote to get rid of him, you really think a majority of Democrats going to save him? I don't know. There's a couple Democrats that could possibly vote to save him, but outside of that, I don't really think he can survive much longer. I don't know if it's 100%, but you just start looking at this. He's pissing off everybody. And from everything I'm hearing, he's just been just incompetent since May. I mean, he's not working with Democrats. He's not working with Biden. He's not working with the conservatives. Who the hell is he working with then? That's my question. But anyways, folks, it is a developing story. We just got to see what happens. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.